Hello and welcome to another Pick a Card reading. This reading is looking at the journey ahead, so it could be this week, it could be the last few months for you. We've got our three piles here. Pile 1 is on the left, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. I have the timestamps down below in the description box along with the cards that I'm using. There's also a link to my Facebook page, and if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink oracles, this one is for you. So this reading is looking at the journey ahead. It could be the week ahead for you, although it also could be a more zoomed out image. And I do feel like for this reading, it is looking at the bigger picture a bit more. So it might not just be talking about things that have happened this week or are happening this week. So in the path behind you, we have the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords. So I do feel like this is an ongoing process for you. It could be smaller scale, like smaller timeline, but this is a huge life change, I feel, where you've had to walk away from something that you tried again. The life that you're leaving behind you gave you so much anxiety. You were overworked, you were not sleeping, not restfully sleeping. There seems to be a lot of anxiety, a lot of restless, sleepless nights, a lot of thoughts going round and round, trying your best to figure it out. This is the past energy and what you're moving away from. You're moving to a brighter horizon, but you are leaving something behind that meant a lot to you. There's something there, there could be something there you feel is still there for you and it's hard to let go. It does feel really challenging for that period of your life to be really challenging, and I feel like you went around and around in that situation for way longer than maybe you should have, or how you felt you should have anyway. So moving into the path ahead, we have the Lovers and the Four of Cups. So the decisions you're making and will be making moving through into the future align you with a better life. They align you with what you truly want to bring to yourself in your life. But there's still a lot of holding on to the past. I see that. I feel like you have so much to be excited about for the future, and there's a lot of beautiful decisions and pathways opening up for you. If you see that yet or not, it's there, but I feel like you're not really focusing on that so much yet, or haven't fully embraced that yet, because you're still grieving, and that's okay too. There's still a sense of, why did this happen to me as well? That could be really hard for you to accept why things have happened the way that they have. And you're still needing to process all of that and find out how this has happened for you, if at all, right? It always has happened for you, but that, it's a grapple in your mind, I'm feeling, There's a lot here that talks about you balancing your masculine and feminine energies. So I do feel like there's a lot of healing to be done surrounding that. I do feel like there's some pretty big decisions to be made in the path ahead, and those decisions you make they really do need to be in alignment with what's best for you, not instant gratification or what's going to make you feel good in that moment, but truly what's best for you. Because when I was pulling these cards out, I heard it's time to grow up, and I'm not sure if that's the people you're dealing with or yourself. You will know, but there needs to be a consistency of healthy choices in regards to this situation for you, so that you don't find yourself back here, because you don't need this, you don't deserve this. So that you need, even if these decisions are hard to make, and you feel like, really dissatisfied with what's on offer to you at this moment, and that these decisions don't feel very appetizing or stimulating, if they're truly good for you, and you will know that, and they're hard decisions to make, then you can do that. You should do that the week ahead. I feel like you will do that. It's just a matter of processing as well. Like there's so much that you're leaving behind that's still on your mind. Sorry, it's a noisy road that I live on, and it's such a beautiful rainy day. I need to have these windows open. It's the best breeze coming out of summer here. So moving on in your reading, group 1, we've got the challenge. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool card reversed. The challenge might be feeling like you need to start again, or how can I put my seed down? What do I do next? That could be the challenge for you. Feeling like you don't have many options maybe, or feeling like maybe you missed out on an opportunity. That could be the case for you as well. You might feel like all the best opportunities are in your past and you're not sure how to grow from this. That could definitely be a challenge that I'm seeing here. There could be a real desire to be a lot further down the track than you are as well. Like just feeling like, you know, the amount of energy you've spent in your past, in your life, doing whatever it is, whether it was, you know, feeding it into toxic situations or building an empire. It's this energy of reluctance to maybe reluctance to embrace a novice energy, maybe like to start again in some sense is what I'm feeling there. Because you feel like with the Fool reversed, I feel like you feel like something, what didn't work out in the past should have, and you invested so much into that it's hard to comprehend or let that go maybe. Okay, so in the what will help section, Tailwind for this spread it's called, 7 of Cups and the Judgment card. So this is the point in the reading that I heard it's time to grow up, I'm pretty sure. Because this is about your choices and the judgment calls that you're making, right? And it's realizing that you actually have a lot of choices before you, but it's a matter of you really using your discernment to make a healthy choice, because you know some of the options in front of you are not healthy. They could be comfort zones, they could be repeating old patterns, but there's a choice to be made here, like a really big choice to bring you away from the old life that you've lived and known and into something new, into something more authentic. I feel like you don't need to pressure yourself to be any further than where you are right now, and you can only act with the information that you have available to you at this time. So if you don't have any information to take a step forward, but you feel the pressure, without that information, you can know that you can surrender. You know that you can step back and meditate or do something that keeps your hands busy to have those thoughts flowing, creativity. Art, cleaning, whatever it is. It can be so simple. Dance, yoga, swimming. So many things you could do. Gardening keeps coming to mind. I feel like there might be a lot of gardeners that connect to this, because that's what I kept wanting to say through that whole time. But I want you to have your own ideas and do what you feel to bring these things through without trying to bring them through, if you know what I mean. That's what it's about. It's getting in your body and getting out of your head and out of your own way to let things flow through, and you'll know which step to make, and the information will become available to you as you need it. In the guidance area, we have the Sun and the Moon. So this is, I feel, embracing the wholeness of your experience and how you're processing it. The Sun being the masculine energy, the feminine being the Moon. This is, again, alignment with self. It's keeping a firm balance there so that you can act from a centered and strong foundation within yourself, knowing when to be firm and take action, and when to just rest and let go and surrender and allow things to flow and align for you. There's a lot here about optimism and trusting your intuition, not allowing yourself to fall too deep into the fears, or not allowing yourself to fly away too far with fantasy, but rather staying grounded and balanced is the guidance for you here. I feel like it's also a matter of accepting that this process will have a lot of ups and downs, a lot of really, really huge ups and downs with your emotions, perhaps in regards to this situation. It could be a lot of grieving going on here, but there's so much to be optimistic about too. So, yeah. It could literally be here that you are somebody who maybe doesn't sleep very much at all, but you live two different. I feel like some people in this reading live two different lives through the daytime and the nighttime. Like, yeah, you will know if that's you because yeah, I do, right? Because yeah, it's just like a whole different creature comes alive at nighttime, and that may be when you fall into those deep despairs and the dark thinking and things like that. In the destination or outcome energy, we've got the Ten of Swords and the Emperor. So the outcome energy is that you, with the Nine of Swords to start the reading, Ten of Swords to finish it, you are, yeah, closing out a chapter. And that's why I said at the start, I feel like this might be a more zoomed out perspective for some people. Like this might not be something that's come up just this week. This might be over a period of months and years. But this is a closing out, it's an ending, and it's looking to the future. To, I feel, you know, the Emperor has an empire, so he's not leaving everything behind. He's still got all of his strength. He's still got all of his integrity and intelligence and power within self. I do feel like this reading does talk about a process of letting go and believing in self for the future, in what it is that you will build next, or what it is that you will move towards next. The star signs, zodiac signs we've got here are Gemini, Leo, Aries, and Cancer. They may resonate with you. That's okay if they don't. I've also got a couple of oracle cards, so we'll go into those as well. The day before you is bright. It's wondrous and glorious beyond anything you can imagine. And that's exactly it. Where is it here? You're leaving something behind, yes, but the day before you is bright. You can do this and you will rebuild something beautiful, something completely different. Your soul is truly worth valuing and acknowledging for who you are. It is the very reason why you are loved by so many. I like that. We have impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. So again, that feeling of impatience, of the wanting to be a little bit further than you are, not reluctance to start again, that sort of stuff. But we're never starting again. Life is just a continuum, right? It's just a matter of perception. Giving thanks for my strength, affirmation. I have strong roots like a majestic tree. I am steady and grounded. Trusting in your own strength, regardless of anything or how small the seed is as you start again, it doesn't matter. You still have amazing roots in the ether that can connect down to the earth. There's this whole other dimension to your being that's still there and still powerful, even if the physical manifestation around you doesn't reflect that at this time. Second chakra energy center affirmation. I walk in beauty and divinity at all times, even in difficult and dark situations. Light is within me. And the last oracle I have from the Druid animal deck, we have Bull. So we might as well say Taurus is here too. Okay, Bull. This is a card of wealth, potency. And where is it? Wealth and potency. The bull is the symbol of wealth. It is auspicious to draw this card when considering financial matters. But remember that the ancient ones understood that true wealth is found in the heart and soul first, and only then in the material world. The bull represents fertility, potency, abundance, and prosperity. Things that can sometimes take a while to achieve. If your goals require you to work steadfastly in trying circumstances for a considerable period of time, the bull will help you to succeed without becoming drained or depressed. So know that even if you are exactly like that, you know, trying to achieve against, you know, circumstances that are pretty challenging, know that you are, you know, you may feel impatient, but you are making progress, and it's worth believing in. It's worth being excited about too. The sun is there on the horizon. You are walking towards this, right? You're walking away from something, yes, acknowledging that, but you are also walking to something even brighter, right? This is way brighter than this cup of fire. There's a real source of energy there. So, source of light. I'll leave it there for you, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed that reading. And I'll look forward to reading again soon. Bye. Hey there, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tangerine Tower, Tangerine Quartz maybe? No, Tangerine Selenite. Yes. That one. Alright, so Group 2, we're looking at the path ahead, the journey ahead. It could be looking at the week ahead, although you may resonate with some of this information from the past months and maybe even years. Everyone's on a different timeline here, so it may be talking about something immediate, or it may be something a little bit more zoomed out, depending on this, maybe the severity or the intensity of your ongoing situation, right? So starting out with the path behind you, the path behind you. We have the Three of Swords and the Devil. So this could be a number of things. I do see in this reading to be very likely to be about a relationship, although it could be your relationship to something, maybe a relationship to an addiction or drugs or something like that as well. There's potential for all of that, but I do feel like this is a person in your life. The zodiacs we have here is Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, and Capricorn. May resonate with you, may not. It's all good if it doesn't. So yeah, starting out with the path behind you, we've got heartache and betrayal and feeling a real sense of pain, and feeling trapped in something that you just do not know how to heal or get out of. I feel like somebody else's actions. I'm just being drawn to the black in this Devil card and the black coming out of the blood here, and I just want to say that this is it's this behavior that has caused the pain, and it's, I don't feel like this is something you've done though. I feel like this is something somebody else has done, and it's really caused you to feel betrayed and hurt. It could be a cheating factor. It could be somebody that's been using drugs and living a whole different life. There could be so many things that show up in this sort of energy. It's been very painful for you, and I feel like you really haven't been certain about how to liberate yourself from this pain and for how to move through this. The path ahead, we've got energy of the Queen of Swords reversed and the Hermit, so deep soul searching, really trying to figure out the answers from within here. A lot of withdrawing, because you feel like you may not be able to connect with many people to talk to about this, because maybe they don't understand what's going on properly, or maybe you're just not ready to share or open up in that way because you're feeling so much anger maybe right now. The Queen of Swords reversed, I do get this feeling like there's a lot of bitterness towards this person for what they've done to you. There's a lot of anger and hurt, and rightly so. And yeah, I feel like there could be a lot of really hurtful things being said or definitely thought about. This may be making you question your self-worth and things like that shouldn't be in question from someone else's actions, right? So there's a lot of introspective thoughts about this. In the challenge area, what is perceived challenge for you is the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups reversed. So a lack of harmony in a union, potentially. Figuring out how to go it alone and do it by yourself, because we've got the single lady energy, we've got the Hermit. The Queen of Swords is drawing a boundary. There's really, I feel like an overstimulated mind, completely broken heart, and unable to get clarity on how to move forward at all because it's very much caught up in this moment. Group 1's reading did feel like a more zoomed out perspective of something, like a bigger timeline. This feels more like it's happening now. It could be drawn out over months for you, but this feels more immediate. This feels fresher. So yeah, you're trying to be happy with what you have. You know that you have an abundance around you. You know you're a very optimistic, spiritually connected being. You know that you're a powerful person. This feels like a pretty big injustice to me. It feels like that to you too, I believe. And you've got this beauty about you though, where you are so connected to spirit, to nature, to life. You have a deeper understanding of life. So you're sitting with that knowing, with that ability to know, to have an expanded consciousness in regards to this as you process, to look after yourself and still be grateful for a lot of the beautiful things around you, because you're aware that there are still a lot of beautiful things there, but this disharmony is very painful. In what might help you at this time, it's interesting that we got these two powerful cards in reverse, the Lovers and the Sun. So what might help you at this time is, well, I guess obviously making strong decisions that will bring back the positivity in your life, and making decisions that honor yourself and your personal boundaries, and acting within integrity. But there's something here about perceptions I'm feeling, and it's the things that you can spot inside somebody, something that you think is really fantastic. You'd love to mimic that quality. You'd love to have that quality yourself. You can only recognize that quality because it's in there. It is within you. So that goes both ways. So the ways in which you may be judging somebody or looking at them, understand that that is also within you. I feel like that's an important thing to know here, because I'm almost concerned for some people in this reading that you will be very jaded by this experience, and you don't need to be. It is very painful, right? And there's a real sense of losing control of something that was perhaps felt secure and safe but wasn't. It's a huge threat to your sense of security here, or your but it's a perceived threat. So yeah, what will help you right now is taking the time to move through this, and being careful of harsh judgments, being careful of what do I want to say? I feel like there's something here as well to do with the inner child with this Sun card reverse, that you may feel that this situation maybe triggers some of your own personal inner child wounds, or it could be reflective of something that's happened in a parental relationship or something like this as well, where you're seeing a pattern repeat and you're wanting to make choices that really honor you and the beautiful inner child, and it's something that's nurturing for you, right? Where you are right now, I feel is maybe not a nurturing place, or the circumstances around you are not nurturing. Maybe the people around you are not nurturing. Just at this time, but this is a transition period as well, I can see, because the next card is in guidance is the Death card and the High Priestess. So powerful. This is a huge transformation. The guidance here is to surrender to this metamorphosis that's happening in your life. Similar with Group 1's reading, I was drawn to the sun imagery in the background. A different card though, I think, but maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure now, but you need to know that there is a beautiful bright horizon on the other side of this metamorphosis, and I'm, of course, being drawn to the butterfly in the chrysalis, the caterpillar in the chrysalis, and it dissolves to goo. It becomes goo, it thinks the world has ended, right? It's all over, but no, it's about to emerge anew, and have a completely different expanded cycle and expression in life, right? From a caterpillar to the butterfly is a huge change, and that's what's happening for you here. So what I mean to say is this is a significant change. This is a big big change for you, I'm feeling. And there's a lot more to this situation that you maybe don't know yet. With the High Priestess there and the Death card, I feel like you're a lot of this, there's a lot more to be learned from this situation than what appears to be on the surface. There's a lot of wisdom to be gained here, and I feel like you already have so much wisdom to navigate your way through these changes and not become jaded, but to become more expanded, more aware, more conscious, able to accept, release. Non-judgment can only come from that place, right? From acceptance and understanding. The outcome for you is actually quite beautiful too. I mean, there is potential here for, especially with Queen of Swords, and if this is if this is a breakup type reading, when there's a marriage involved and there's courts involved and things like that, and there could be a concern here about like how are you going to support yourself as assets are split and things like that. Bottom deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles, so it does talk about a brand new beginning, a fresh start, starting again maybe. In the outcome energy, we have the 7 and the 6 and 7 of Wands. I think it was the other way around though. So yeah, there are challenges at the moment. Yeah, you do need to liberate yourself up out of this situation, and you will, as challenging as it may be, as slowly unfolding as it may be, as hard as it may be. Do not judge all these people or things or situations that are coming at you, right? But to rather just witness it and learn from it. You will rise and be successful. Your reputation will not be tarnished through this experience. You may have to defend yourself, obviously here with the 7 of Wands, but the 6 of Wands tells me that you will be victorious, and that the people around you will recognize you for the battle you've just been through and acknowledge, where you are and your confidence and strength for standing up for yourself and protecting yourself and, sticking to your own personal integrity in the way you move through this, and not being jaded and yeah, it's painful at times, but you're a real soul searcher. You really are somebody who connects in for the truth, and not so that you can use it against people, but so you can understand deeper. Okay, I'm going to move on to your oracle cards now. Here we go. We have happiness is reflective of your state of mind. So with the Queen of Swords reversed, it's definitely, and the Sun reversed as well. These cards are a reminder that to not let this experience knock the wind out of your sails completely, because you are a very abundant, very spiritually connected person, and you will be successful. These things that are happening right now may feel like they're out of alignment and like do not make sense maybe. This doesn't feel like it should be this way. But just, yeah, I need to surrender to that and not let it jade you, but to give it time. I feel like you don't need to rush the understanding or the lesson here. You can't do that. That's something that needs to take time. Now, in 10 years' time, you will look back on this moment and laugh. I mean, I feel like somebody wants to punch me when I read that, right? Don't punch me. But in 10 years, you might laugh. That's a bold statement. Sorry about that one. But I had to read it. It came out. A true act of kindness can be as small as a smile. A smile to yourself first. This is going to be okay. Smile in the mirror and tell yourself that this is going to be okay. And can do that thing where you just oddly, you're not doing that thing anymore, and you start to connect with self in the eyes, in the mirror, and just do that. See what happens there for you. Give yourself a smile. That might be the icebreaker with self in the mirror, but I feel like that's a practice for some people that are watching this today. Whenever I've done that practice, it's been unexpected and always intense. Very strange. One in particular, my whole life flashed before my eyes. Did not expect that, just going in to say hello to self in the eyes. Okay, so we also have companionship. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships.
We've got the Devil upright in this reading, and we have the Lovers reversed. So trust that this path where you're headed right now, it may not make sense as to why these big changes need to happen, but it will bring you to a beautiful place. Where is that card? Yeah, that's right. These changes, right? Death card, obviously. The changes, it will bring you to this beautiful place. And beautiful people that align with you through your healthy boundaries, and not getting caught up so much in the fight of it, in the anger and in the hurt, but rather take a step back for yourself, pull your power back in. We have our 6th chakra energy center affirmation. My intuition is awakened and I trust in it. Right? High Priestess. The Hermit. Heart affirmation. My heart is open and my mind is clear. Lovers in the Sun. And the Queen reversed is reminding you that if your heart is closed and cold and you're holding on to anger, you're not going to get clear guidance for yourself. You're going to hold yourself in this place. So do not hold yourself there. I'm also being drawn to mention that these cards, there's a series in here, subtle body, physical body, and so on. And you've got 2 from subtle body. So I do feel like this is a really important time for you to do some meditations on clearing your chakras, clearing your energy field, maybe going for walks or in nature, swimming in natural waters, anything that is going to give you a good sweep clean, maybe seeing a Reiki practitioner, whatever it is that calls to you. I do feel called for it. So there is a few practices I keep feeling throughout this that will really help you moving ahead this week or wherever you're at right now. Self-loving practices, healing practices, clearing practices, whatever it may be, connecting with self in the mirror. That may be something you've never heard of or feel like a little strange about that. Push forward and do that. Sometimes we unlock the strangest things through something that seems so simple. And we can unlock a lot of information and a lot of understanding about where we're actually at. Especially if you're telling yourselves, I love you, in the mirror. That can be confronting for some people, and that in itself is revealing to you, right? So I will leave that there for you, Group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It does seem to be a challenging one, but smile at yourself. You will look back and laugh. Happiness is a reflection of your state of mind. Good things are coming for you, Group 2. I'll leave it there. See you soon. Hey Group 3, welcome to your reading if you chose the blue aura quartz, and this one is for you. So this is the journey ahead. It could be this week. I feel like it is pretty close in timeline. It could be expanded. It could be talking about the last few months as well, or something that's ongoing for you. But anyway, the journey ahead in whatever you find yourself in. Recent past or the journey path behind you, the Chariot and the 6 of Pentacles. So there was one specific message that came through here about somebody getting a car loan, and that may be the case. And so there's a need to maybe recalibrate and figure out a new budget and things like that. I feel like a lot of this reading is to do with finance, abundance and finance and work and things like that. I feel like that's what's probably really important. I feel like the people in this group are very busy people. You may have a lot of people to help and tend to. But anyway, the path behind you with the Chariot and 6 of Pentacles does look like you've had some sort of success or assistance with moving ahead with something or making a decision, right? It's I feel like you've made a decision and you're confident about where you want to go, and you've got people around you that support you, or you've, like I said, for that one person, I see a car loan here. It's jumped out so loud. So any sort of loan that helps you move ahead, needs then for you to shift your budget and so that you can repay that loan and obviously continue to make abundance and so on. So there's a lot of changes around finance for you at the moment. You may be feeling a little restrained, and so to get this sort of assistance would be really beneficial. And I feel like that if you haven't heard, that will come through for you. If that was someone out there waiting to hear back about some financial assistance, that's definitely coming through. Yeah, it could be all sorts of means of assistance as well. It could be literally moving house and moving, away, that sort of stuff as well, and people helping you find the right place for you, and there's help there for you in regards to the new direction you might be taking in life, if that applies, if it's a new direction or just a reroute. So moving ahead, we've got the Princess of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, lots of pentacles here throughout this whole reading. And this is a new manifested opportunity. The underlying energy of this reading is the Prince of Pentacles. All right. So this is talking about something that is slow building for you. And most things like this it's the earthly realm, right? I'll go through the signs we've got actually while we're here. We've got Cancer, Scorpio, and that's it. Cancer and Scorpio. Lots of earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I've got to say it because there's just so much pentacles here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio. So yes, back to the journey ahead. You've got this new manifestation and new opportunity, but it definitely is asking for you to maybe pull in the reins financially, to save a lot of your energy and time and not spend it where you don't need to. With the Four of Pentacles, it is asking you to have a sense of control over your finances or over your energy, over your time. This may be a new beginning in study or a new job that you're moving into. So, there's a lot of shifts and changes around finance when we do that, that change. So you're sort of just, I feel like creating. You're in the week ahead, you're creating, and you're sort of learning to, maybe there was a bit of tension in changes recently and you're learning to let go of some of those worries so that you can enjoy the process of what you're creating rather than being so masculine in your approach and just, focusing on the money and the black and whites, but rather than enjoying the ride, enjoying the process, enjoying the journey and what you're learning here as well, because there's so much to learn from this journey. When you see the Princess of Pentacles there, she's so inquisitive and embracing all of her experiences and really drawing a lot of knowledge from everything around her. Always seen that sort of eager student type energy in that card. There's definitely opportunities for creativity or even meeting with people that share your passions in creativity. In the area of challenges, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, right? So worries about finance. This is definitely worries about poverty, being without, lack mentality, being left in the cold, and things not working out. So there is some, maybe has been in the past some restraints around finance, but that is changing. I can definitely see that it's changing. And what needs to change with it, because this is changing with or without you, I feel, but that didn't make sense. It made sense to me. This abundance is coming in for your life regardless, right? And your mind and your perceptions will shift with it, but it would help you to start to shift those already if you haven't, right? I can see that in guidance too, and we'll get there, but this is definitely telling you to step out of any lack mentality and trust that you are abundantly supported by the universe. Everything you need is here with you, and everything you need in the future to come will be provided for you. These affirmations and mantras are so powerful, and they help you from not getting bogged down into worry, because once we open that hole, it's not hard to fall in, right, with all the thoughts and things that overwhelm us. And the Queen of Swords is a sharp thinker. She's often a real thinker, right? So you're looking at all the logistics of what's going on and you want to make a plan to move ahead with confidence, and you may need support and assistance with that. You need to change things and save more and all that sort of stuff. But the Queen of Swords is intelligent. She's making these decisions. It's in your challenges area, so the challenge could be to maybe just sort of cut yourself off from any old behaviors that would draw away your money. Little things. I feel like this is such a financial reading. It may not be, but anyway, the things that take your energy or time or finance, to make pretty hard boundaries around those and stick to them. But at the same time, you can enjoy life without being too firm as well. So I think in what will help in moving ahead with the Six of Swords and the Death card. That's nice, right? A shift in perception with the Six of Swords Death card. That is a total transformation in the way you view money, finance, your time, what you're growing, what you're learning. It also speaks about absolutely a transformative time in both senses are here, because this card is talking about a transition from a period of in your life that has been really hard to move through, maybe a bit gritty, a lot of challenges coming up against you, but this card heralds a positive, calmer waters that you're moving into. And the Death card is exactly that as well. It's that transformation. And with all of the cards around here, I can only see positive growth for you. Even if it's very slow moving growth, right? It is so positive. You've got to trust that where you're at right now is good. And where you're moving is even better, okay? So in the guidance area, we have the Princess of Cups and the Judgment card. I love this Princess of Cups because it's got so much about your intuition and your spiritual awareness and your truth. And so does the Judgment card. This is quite doubled in energy. So it's really having faith in the universe that you are supported and that you can just play. You can have fun. You can be creative. You can try new things. You can learn and explore and have a good time without it taking from your resources or your time in such a way that would be detrimental. I feel like you can definitely bring balance in here and enjoy a bit more of life and what you're doing. I feel like I feel like there's a new way of life coming in for you, and I feel like this could not only be to do with finances, this could be to do with your nutrition and, the physical things we do, filling our body with good resources, right? Money is powerful, but so is eating well, and so is having a good body, a good gut health, and a good brain then, right? It all operates together in one big moving part. And I do feel like there's a new way of life being called in for you that is way more abundant than the life you've lived. Not to say the life you have lived hasn't been abundant, just to be excited that there's so much more waiting for you, and it's a different quality of abundance. To me, it feels a fresh, real, and I know she's holding a turtle, but I can't help but see that as like a big platter of fruits and, real quality stuff. Like, I feel like this is very much about the physical things in life, our health and our money and such. So some really good decisions in alignment with your pleasure and your joy and your intuition. Play is so important for you moving ahead this week. The outcome cards we have here, 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, right? So if you were worried about abundance of any kind, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. that is abundant card. That is the bigger thing that you're working towards every day. And when to have the Prince of Pentacles in the underlying energy, it shows that what you're showing up to methodically every single day, chipping away, your study, your work, whatever it is, your mindset, your body, like everything, whatever and all of the things that it is, you can craft. Like, this is a masterpiece. You are crafting. You will have assistance. Both of these cards are cards of getting assistance, being supported, totally supported. And when we choose things that are good for us, you will see the support rush in. And the minute we're choosing toxicity and things that are just out of alignment, watch those blocks come along, right, and knock us over. Rightly so. But anyway, that's not for you. This is for you. You're moving, you're creating, you're growing, you're making abundance. This could be your business, it could be your family, it could be like a really large purchase, like a home or something that you want to do, a holiday. So many things there's potential for here. Some travel, building a stronger community in what it is that you feel passionate about. Like, really, the bigger picture here is what you're working on. The choices you make right now are all growing towards that bigger picture. But just a little message is to not be too serious. Like, just have a bit of fun as well. Have a bit of play as well. So the oracle cards we've got is tomorrow is destiny, today is the present, right? Exactly that. This is your destiny. You will get there. Enjoy the ride, because that's what it's about. That's always what it's about. It's about being here now. Another fantastic book is Be Here Now, by Ram Dass. I love Ram Dass. You'll probably notice his picture in most of my pick card selections. His book. Anyway, so we also have Authenticity is Your Truth. Queen of Swords says it. Everything is perfect in your world, right? Even if there are some strains sometimes and maybe a need to shift in finance or a little bit of struggle for a moment, you will get on top of it. Everything is right. Everything is perfect in your world. We have a few oracle cards that came from this deck. Great love affirmation. I know that love is the answer to all my doubts and questions. This is the essence of bhakti. I live in devotion. Devotion is this. That is devotion. Play, experience, fun, like really connecting to your spiritual awareness and just trusting. Being able to let go so that you can just have childlike fun. That is devotion. I walk in beauty and divinity at all times. Even in difficult and dark situations, light is within me. Managing frustration. I am centered in my body. I dissipate frustration by using tools such as breathing, a walk, a glass of water, or chanting a few rounds of mantra. I personally love mantra. All of these things, actually. Anything you can do. Swimming in nature, certainly. Being creative, doing some painting, enjoying gardening, going to the beach, building a sandcastle, going for a drive somewhere out in nature to clear your head. There's so many beautiful things that you can do to just take yourself out of the mind and into the body. We have travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. So this doesn't have to be literal travel, although I do feel that message is definitely here for some people, especially with that Chariot card. There could be somebody who's bought you a ticket to go somewhere. That would be so nice. But yeah, there's definitely travel indicated here. If it's not travel, it's definitely the process unfolding, exactly what we're talking about. All these pentacles, the travel is the steps you take on this path, right? That is the travel. True offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from my true offering. May I relax into your plan. Trust that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So it was another repeating message about making decisions that are going to support the plan that you want to create, and not being too firm as well, and trusting that things will unfold, not being too worried about, the key word for Five of Pentacles is worry. Not being too caught up in the worries and just trusting that everything's going to be fine, and especially if you just play. I know, right? It sounds funny when we need to work to make money, but you also need to balance that out with play, because that vibration is received and sent back to you. That's what you're going for. Having fun along the way will bring you so much more abundance. Holding on tight and trying to make it happen, all in the masculine, will create blocks. And little fun. All right, group 3. What else did I have for you? Yes, I did. I forgot. I pulled one for group 2. It was mint, but I forgot to read it, so they just missed out. I'm sorry. It was too late to go back. We have Restorers for group 3 from the Plant Druid Oracle. And this is about retreat, balance, and calm. Exactly what I was just saying. That's why I thought of it. Although adventure and excitement are necessary ingredients in life, we also need periods of peace and calm. Oasis in our busy lives. Drawing this card in a reading may mean that you should create such a time for yourself now. Retreats are an important part of spiritual practice, and in Druidry, they can include visiting old sacred sites and walking the old tracks. Exactly what this one said, didn't it? A glass of water, a walk, breathing, yeah. But wherever you are, you can take a retreat, even if you're busy. See if you can withdraw from your schedule for 3 hours, during which time no one disturbs you, and you treat yourself to whatever will help you find calm. Better still, a longer retreat, 3 days or more. And we have got 3 here, and the outcome, 10 of Pentacles. That could be something for someone there, right? 3 J's, where am I up to? I'm sorry. In a setting close to nature. By taking such a break, you give your body and soul a chance to catch up with each other and to find balance once more. Yeah, I do feel that's the message for this group, because there's so much work and being done here. Maybe you're a really busy person running a business and a household, and the bills are climbing up, but you've got to balance it out with fun. That feels like even more responsibility now, but it's not truly to let go and just let go. Because you will draw in all of that support and assistance that you need to do the job effectively and still have a full cup for yourself. All right, group 3, I love it. I'm going to leave it there for you guys, and I look forward to speaking again soon. Bye.